So I'm just having a conversation with somebody, and we're talking about relationships and shit like that. And something came to fruition in my mind. Uh, I don't know why it brought tears to my eyes. Maybe it would bring tears to my eyes, but uh, thinking back on, like I told y'all in the previous videos, about my husband beat me in the head with a wrench when he went on his job telling people my daughter was dead and that he had been off work for over a week and was getting paid leave. And I confronted him about it, right? And he just went nuts. I remind you, I was pregnant. And so I'm talking to this guy. Um, and we're talking about, back and forth relationships and stuff like that. And um, something clicked in my mind that you have to take into account, Brandy, that maybe you still get pains in your. Well, I was still getting pains in my head even after he hit me in the head with the wrench, right? But then there was an ex named Toya that I was with. I don't know who was worse, but she wasn't the one that I was mentioning. But she was one of the worst because she did it with a sober mind, where she would go for that same spot. She turned, like, the relationship between me and her was extremely toxic, and she was extremely physically, verbally, and psych. Well, her and my husband used to, and this other girl used to play mind games, and in turn, it was like physically abusive with her, to the point where I told her mama on her. I told her mama on her, but her mama tried to fucking make excuses. Okay, but that's not the point. The girl would like catch me in the dark and stuff like that, and do. I'm not gonna make this a long video. Maybe I'll do another video for that. But the girl did so much damage to me. I can remember just about 95% of the stuff my husband did to me. I remember probably about 65 to 70% of the stuff that I went through with Toya. Maybe part of it was because I was abusing medication and smoking stuff I wasn't supposed to smoke, but not the stuff she was accusing me of smoking. But um, just little green trees at the time to cope. Like I said in other videos with my children not being there. But before that, like I said, she kept trying to pressure me to smoke it anyway. It got introduced into my life because of a neighbor. But I don't know if it was because of the trauma and the fact that, like, when I would be high or drunk, because I used to drink too, and she would do stuff to me and then convince me that it wasn't real. So then I would get confused. And I start to wonder too if she used to do stuff to my daughter, because my daughter used to be like, I can't wait till you see it. I can't wait till you see it. And I used to be like, see what, Raven? So, um, but yeah, the girl used to hit me, and one time, I was drunk, and she hit me so hard, she knocked me back sober. Yeah, didn't know that was a thing. And then later on that night, it literally felt like you think you feel vertigo. My whole body, my whole soul was doing like 360 while I'm laying down, sleeping. I'm like, what did she do to me? Like, my God, I'll never forget that. And she used to go for the same spot. Uh, where my husband hit me with a wrench, and she would knock me and hit me. Sometimes I'd be getting up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and she'll just run up on me and hit me. And so now it made me wonder, maybe it's certain shit like that. Why my twin sister hate me? Because when we were younger, like when I first got out the military, and me and Candy was home, and my twin sister, like Toya, was upstairs. But I thought Toya maybe was going to the kitchen to get something to drink or something like that. Toya did come running downstairs. Toya did. Candy was sleeping. Candy did say that Toya hit her. And me and Candy argued down because I didn't think Toya was that type of person. So maybe Toya always been that type of fucked up person, but she was always quiet. So, they say you gotta watch out for them quiet people. So I wouldn't believe Candy for shit because at that time too, Candy was always trying to sabotage my relationship, friendship at the time. But when me and Toya was just friends at the time, and me and Toya's sister were friends at the time, I was trying to sabotage our friendship. So to me, it was hard to believe Candy. But now that I'm older, and I'm vividly seeing Toya running down the stairs, so why didn't I believe Candy at the time? That was dumb on my part. And on that aspect, maybe I should, I asked Candy to forgive me on that because I think Candy said that she was asleep. Toya bopped her in her head, but like I said, Candy was doing some real fucked up shit then, against Toya. But still, Toya was wrong for that. Hitting her while she's sleeping. Um, I asked Candy on that aspect to forgive me for not believing her. But like I said, Candy was trying to break up our friendship and spreading rumors and all kind of shit at that time. But I do now vividly remember Toya coming running down the stairs. And now I'm connecting the dots to Toya doing that to me when I'm like getting up in the dark when we was in a relationship, living together in a house. I'm trying to get my kids back. And I'm going to the bathroom. Toya go, bop, 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 bop. And she's telling me that uh it's not real. She didn't hit me, it's in my head. But I'm like, why are you up though? So then she gets mad and start really going in hitting me. Shit. It was to the point where Toya would get me high just to have sex with me so that I would forget that she cheated on me. Why Candy call herself trying to expose me with Toya? She does not know the stuff that Toya did to me. Toya did some real fucked up shit to me. Toya played a part in trying to make sure I did not get my children back. And then there was Elsia, the other woman, that also, a few years further down the line, and my head hurting now, a few years down the line, who was a doctor's assistant that I was dating, who would get drunk. And when she would get drunk, she would physically abuse me. When I would tell her, no, I'm not finna give her money, that bitch had a key to my house. But would go to bamming on the door if I had a chain on the door. Cause I was too scared to ask for my key back. Or if she found out I changed the locks, would go ballistic. Yeah, I did have some drama surrounding, like, it was some crazy bit. But she wasn't even originally from Atlanta. She was from Muskegon, Michigan. And she would get drunk. Now, mind you, my husband beat me in the head with a wrench in 2005. 2 years later, I wound up with Toya. Because my husband took off and abandoned me and the kids. I'm in the hospital. Nurse like, you need to come to the hospital. He like, what I gotta come up there for? After he took off with a van I just bought and my cash I had, the car seat and everything for the new baby I just had. Took off a dip. He had just came back. Only reason why he came back because my foster mom was like, he got a warrant for arrest, you better tell him. So he came back to clear his name about that shit and the fact that I had him on child support. So I guess he came back just to get me to take him off child support. He really never really wanted to make things work. So, you know. So in the timeline of Toya was doing what she was doing, the abuse started, like the physical abuse, I want to say 2008. Because in 2007, she was still playing a sweetheart role. In 2008, yeah, I moved to Atlanta because I was still living in Virginia. She was playing a sweetheart role and then came follow me to Atlanta. Like she wanted to get engaged or some shit. Like she was trying to help me get my kids back. And really, she was the one trying to sabotage me and was one of the people that was the cause of me losing my kids in the first damn place. Then we had Elsia, that was the drunkle, that would always want to get drunk every weekend. Doctor's assistant, the narcissist, that also played mind games, that would get drunk, physically abusive, would tell me I wasn't good in bed, but she had this freaking big ass piercing down there on her, you know what. I'm like, I'm pretty sure there's not no feeling down there. Shit. But I'm like, you the only girl that ever told me that. But why you keep coming back? Tried to tell me I can't manage my money, so I should give her $500 a month so she could hold it and stack it for me. And then got mad and tried to kick my door down because I told her no. It got crunk. But she also, my point is, used to get drunk. This was like 2010? or 2009, 2010, 2011, she would get drunk and go for that same damn spot. Could that be why I'm having sinus? No, that might not be why. Well, I mean, it's back here, but maybe that could be why it's close to my ear. Maybe that could be why I have like eustachian tube dysfunction. But like I said, I don't know. My foster brother, he punched me back here repeatedly when me and my foster mama had that argument. Um, right back here. But would that catch up to me years later though? I don't know. But I stayed with ear infections, and to this day, right now, like my ear clogged up right now, like eustachian tube dysfunction and shit like that. And this shit's depressing to talk about. I done pissed myself off. China's in there snoring. Oh my god. I done dealt with so much trauma in my life. Male to female. My foster brother, he hit me right here, and sometimes I have to try to rub back here and do all kind of crazy shit. Hold my nose to swallow just to open my ear back up and all that kind of crazy shit. And but I don't know. I mean, I do have a white blood cell disorder. On top of it all, I don't know. I don't know if that runs in the family, but I'm the black sheep of the family. Candy's the black sheep of the family. I done really upset myself this morning. Like I was asleep, woke up, my phone was dead. Put it back on the charger. Somebody we talked in a group chat. Dude was like he can't sleep, so we started talking. I don't know how we went from talking about medications to branch to talking about toxic relationships and toxic people. Was it meant for me to wake up and realize that maybe that it's not just my husband hitting me in the head with a wrench, but the fact that the other two people play a role in the fact that my head still be hurting right here. Maybe that was why it was meant for me to wake up. For me to be hit with that little information. Self information. Uh Self realization. I woke up coughing real bad. I still you know, see me laughing and clowning and shit like that, but I still been spitting up and having a post nasal drip and stuff like that. But you be like, I know you had a shitty past, but you can make your future better. The only thing is, each person you meet in your future, you're taking a gamble with. And you're taking a gamble with getting to know them in the first place. Even elderly people get fucked over. Nowadays, you got children killing their parents. So you can't trust no damn body out here. I asked myself last year, and it was a hard ass question. Would I die for my children? Yes, I would. I'd rather get to know them and meet them and die in front of them, you know. But then I wouldn't want them to see that horror. But what benefit would it be for me to die for them and them never meet me? And them not know the truth of if I ever die for them or not? I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna go back to sleep. I don't know. Try to make the best of the day, but right now my heart is hurting. Emotionally. Yep.